This is a really bizarre video to make. One of my all-time favorite series on YouTube, and many people's really, were honest movie trailers. Now, I haven't really watched many in, well, some time, but it's still a very popular channel ran by a company nowadays called Screen Junkies. No longer are these YouTube channels ran by just one person. They're usually huge productions. Heck, even my channel has several employees. So I thought it was weird that several of their employees were out on YouTube or on Twitter attacking other YouTubers. So they have these videos, honest trailers, which, those are their most popular stuff, but they still do pretty well. 7 million subscribers on their YouTube channel, 1 million, they probably average 1 million views every time they do an honest trailer. Of course, it depends on how popular a movie is at the time and whether or not people expect something to be terrible, because, the further away the actual the movie is from what was expected, the better the honest trailer is. In fact, it thrives on a bit of negativity, you might say. You might say that honest trailers is making fun of the movies. But then, and by the way, I want to say this first and foremost. This is just a disagreement, and this is how I respond to criticism is in videos. I do not endorse anybody going and dogpiling this person. They're entitled to their opinion, and I'm just here to respond to it. I don't want anyone going and arguing with this person. Let's keep the conversation here. So what was interesting to me was a writer for Screen Junkies and a Rotten Tomatoes and some more news decided saying these guys are clowns. They deserve the internet's mockery, but also look at the number of views these videos have. This isn't happening in isolation. YouTube strongly incentivizes making the specific kind of content. What is he showing here? He's showing the same image from the r/Marvel Reddit, where it's the Critical Drinker, it's me, it's Geeks and Gamers, it's Nerdrotic. I don't think that these are particularly high views, to be honest with you. 30,000, 50,000, 24,000 in 5 days. I mean, 50,000. I mean, I have 130,000 on mine, but big whoop, I have over 1 million subscribers. Critical Drinker, again, it's just a video talking about whether or not it would flop. The implication I thought was really bizarre, though, because they're saying that YouTube as an entity incentivizes what? Negative content? Is that what this is really about? Writer at Rotten Tomatoes and writer for Screen Junkies, which produces nothing but mocking negative videos. Now, it may not be quite as on the nose as saying, will it flop? I think the fact that they were clearancing merchandise, the fact that they released the movie on one of the worst weekends possible, nothing I said in this particular video was not true. In fact, the things that I said in this video are all standing right now. The movie has to make $300 million just to break even. It's currently $200 million, maybe a hair less now after Tuesday's box office. It's supposed to make another $200 million just to break even. Do I talk about stuff flopping? Absolutely. But I also talk about things that are wild successes. Remember all those insanely highly viewed videos about the Joker movie being a huge success? I do. It sustained my channel for weeks. Why? Because that content, what this content really is counterculture content. It's not negative content. It's counter to the mainstream narrative. I mean, heck, every major media news outlet said that Shang-Chi broke Labor Day week or holiday weekend records. When you actually look into the records it broke, it was a movie from 1999 that had already been out for several weeks. All right, so it didn't do any of that. The idea that YouTube strongly incentivizes this, that's just YouTube strongly incentivizes dunking on industry shills. people love doing that. And again, no disrespect to this individual. Please don't, give them any garbage. But I do take some umbrage with what they're saying here. That's not an excuse for being a grown man whose chosen career is photoshopping fake tears. So now he's making fun of my employees on an actor's face because their new movie flopping would suit the bizarre fictional narrative you've been spinning for your gullible audience of chuds. So they are attacking you, my viewers. By the way, leave a like on this video if you don't think that that's okay. But it's a problem. So you go on to insult me, the creators. You insult my thumbnail employee, and you insulted all of my viewers. I'm sure this is going to go very well. And again, please don't interact with this person. Leave your interactions here. Leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And here, Mr. Quarterman, well, this is new, tried to send his army of ghouls after me. And I got 3 angry tweets from people who just figured out GIFs. So what you're saying is my viewers are really polite. Now my viewers, first of all, I didn't try to send my army of ghouls after you. In fact, it's getting close to Halloween. I think ghouls is kind of an endearing term for you guys. But no, of course, never forget on any kind of level playing field, you massively outnumber these fools. Really? 200 likes. 200 likes. That's not really that many. I would argue that you are vastly outnumbered. Industry shills whose entire career depends on consuming the next product and then immediately start worrying about consuming the following product. Your entire career depends on Hollywood being successful. Okay, it depends on Hollywood. And you see a lot of blue check marks in here totally offended. This stuff was not any way based on any kind of objective reality. What do you mean? It's going to, we'll see. It's got, what, a 45-day exclusive window with 35 days left, 36 days left? Let's see if it makes 300, 400 million, because that's what it has to do to not be a flop. And you see, all this circle jerk of industry people. Here's another guy, get fandom. Oh, dies in hard work and thoughtful analysis in multiple days, weeks, and months of research. Let me translate that for you. Oh, man, nobody finds me entertaining or interesting, and I'm just so bummed out about it. Then you see the same Screen Junkies employee and fellow coworker retweeting, trying to epically own me. By what? Me saying I'm pro-choice, but stop acting like nearly 100% of them couldn't be avoided with better decisions? Where's the wrong statement there? I am pro-choice, but I'm also annoyed by this stupid narrative. And this is such a low IQ take. Like, what about my statement did you think was wrong? You're literally proving my point. When I talk about Twitter, the conversation about what was going on in Texas that week being, so unfaithfully debated by both sides, and that's exactly what you did. You literally proved my point. This guy works at Some More News, another Hollywood, leftist. I can see Vadim follows them. SoFane News follows them. Okay. Again, entitled to your, or maybe you're not a Hollywood person. I'm not familiar with your content, but congratulations on your blue check mark. I don't understand this position. And then you see this person also. For the record, this isn't only a problem on YouTube. Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, every social platform has these kinds of issues going on at some level. They're all bad in their own ways. This just happened to be about YouTube. I don't understand exactly what the point is. Are you saying that people can't, if you have a problem with this type of content, then you have a problem with every kind of media that's ever existed. There's a reason people enjoy reading tabloids. Are there excuse me, or these entertainment magazines with absurd headlines? I can't speak to the other creators you disparaged, but I can defend my viewers and I can defend my brand and say that my job isn't to be right all the time. My job is to be entertaining. I won't always be right. And when I'm wrong, I need to own it. And I generally do. The idea that I have some sort of grand narrative every morning when I wake up to take down the machine is insane. When I wake up in the morning, I decide how can I be entertaining to my viewers? That's the product I provide. You provide, I don't know, whining on the internet, but you're entitled to that. A lot of the replies you can see, why do you care so much about it? It doesn't affect you, then ignore it. Don't watch it. Pretty simple. People are allowed to have their own opinions, no matter how positive or negative they are. I mean, I don't really get it. Oh, that cursed image. So a problem is just someone with different opinions. Nice gatekeeping. I don't know. You could just not watch them. I mean, I don't think that this reply really went the way you wanted. And I don't think that it's fair for you to disparage all of my viewers in that manner. Certainly, at least 4% of them are female. So, I mean, I don't know if you're calling them chuds. But no, you're not always going to be right. And I openly admit that I have a huge bias against Disney. I want them to fail. I want them to lose money on every production ever. I'm out there with it. At least I'm honest about it, unlike you. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.